Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Can y'all hear me today? Good morning. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. I know I've been going all weekend. Took some time off. Sometimes on my days off, I probably won't really be doing much live streams, especially when I'm in the house. I can't really talk freely the way I want to because, the walls are thin. So I can't talk freely the way I want to because the walls are thin and, people be all in your conversations. So I can't really talk freely in the house. So it's not springtime, so I can't really be in a park or anything. Freely talking, I can't really talk in there. I mean, I can, but I don't want everybody all in my business. What the heck? I don't want everybody in my business. So, um, try to keep my business to myself, honey. Are we living in darkness? That's very strange of you to say such a thing. You're asking me, am I living in darkness? Are you living in darkness? That's the question. That's the question that we have at hand. Are you living in darkness? Ask yourself that question that you're asking me. How about that? Happy Monday. Let's get off into this world and go make something shake. Let's go make something shake and move, baby. That's the question. When you're going to ask me that question, why not ask yourself, are you living in darkness, my dear? Are you living in darkness? Let me throw some trash out. That's the question. Are you living in darkness? Are you living in darkness, my dear? Because I'm totally living in the light. I am living in the light. I make coffee at the house, so. Well, I'm in the light, honey. I'm in the light, honey. How was your weekend? Y'all let me know how your weekend was, how your weekend played out. I hope everybody had a really, really awesome weekend and safe, and no snow was going on, and spring is on the way, I believe. I believe spring is around the corner, honey. I'm hoping. I can't wait till it gets warm out here. I could make videos in the park. I don't have to be like, in the house where I can't really talk freely. Not that I really care about people, but I don't want everybody in the house in my business like, oh, she must do social media. It's really none of their business what I do. So I try to keep it. I try to keep my BI to my BI, honey. BI. Try to keep my business to my business. So yeah, this thing off. But happy Monday. Appointments that I have to make today. I know I say the same thing every Monday. It's not even appointments. It's just errands that I have to run. I don't know why I just don't say errands. I have to run some errands, getting some things out the way. Happy Monday. This is my last day off. Oh, I don't know why I can't get that off of there. I'm not able to take the I don't know why this camera is not letting me. It's not even letting me take the camera off. I was trying to show my face, but it's not allowing me to. I might have to go out and come back in. It's not even letting me see. I was trying to take the camera off, but I don't know why my phone is not allowing me to. I may have to go out and go back in, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to start the live again, y'all, because I wanted to show my face now that I'm away from areas. I don't want to show my face when I'm in an area that people can recognize. You have to be safe on social media, so that's my main objective is my safety. My safety, making sure I'm safe. So I don't know why the camera is not working right now. I don't know. I probably gonna have to start the live again. I don't know what's happening, what's going on. Can y'all see me? Because some people say they can and people say they can't. So I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm gonna have to start the live again because I see 11 people are here, but I'm gonna have to go out. Really, I don't really want to start the thing again because I'm about to be in my destination wherever I'm going. So if you guys don't know me, I used to be a homeless single woman, and now I'm just in transitional housing single woman. So I live in transitional housing. If you guys want to know my testimony, you have to go watch my videos. You got to go watch my playlist and my videos because the playlist tells it all, honey. The playlist tells it all, honey. Go watch the playlist if you guys want to know my journey of, being a homeless woman at one point in time, living with family and that not working out. Just a lot of things in my life didn't work out when I became homeless. So now I'm in another stage. I'm on to another stage of my life, and it's transitional housing, which I am super, super grateful to be in. It's not the best situation, but it's for darn sure not the worst because it's not, I'm not homeless, thank God. I'm not living out of my car anymore. Yeah, I'm not living out of my car anymore, thank God. Let me see if I do get off the picture thing. I don't know why. Oh well, it is what it is. Go watch my videos, okay? Sometimes when I go into live, when I'm in the house and I want to restart the live, it's hard to, like, if I put the volume off and now I can't fix my camera, and I don't even know why. The camera is not cameraing right. People are so impatient, my friend. They're super impatient, my friends. So yeah, I got a lot of errands that I have to run today. A lot of things that I need to do. I need to go get my rent payments. I have to pay rent today. I pay rent on the transitional housing place. I pay that every week. Rent is due. I could pay every week or every month. So when I get a lump sum of money, I'm going to just pay it once a month, so I don't have to worry about, you know, I'm not really a money order type of person, but I want to get my checks again, get the checks again, because I'm not really into buying money orders, because money orders are expensive. So that's what they want at the house. They want a money order for payment. And me, I would rather give them a check and not have to worry about paying the couple, the few dollars that you would have to pay to get, um, I'm just not into that. So I'd rather just get checks. I'm gonna go to my bank and get some more checks. I don't really write checks though. I only write checks really for my rent, so I don't really need checks. But it's easier to navigate instead of going back and forth, constantly buying like money orders and stuff. So money orders cost like $3 or $4 a piece. They're expensive. So you know what I mean? But I'm trying to fix my camera so y'all can see the face. Y'all can see the face, darling. Okay. Okay. We don't want y'all to see my location. Y'all probably already saw, but that's okay. Yeah, it's not letting me. Oh, you know what? Do it this way. Okay. Y'all can see me now. But good morning. Happy Monday. Good morning and happy Monday to everybody. Hope y'all guys had a good weekend. I didn't do any videos this weekend. I was just relaxing, doing nothing, laying around being a bum. That's all I was doing. And I enjoyed every moment of it. I enjoyed every moment of laying around doing nothing, being a super bum this weekend, and I was fine with that. Left my coffee at the house. I didn't have my coffee mug, so I didn't really make any coffee, but yeah, happy Monday, happy start of the week to everyone. What did y'all do? Anybody do anything good this weekend? Me, I did nothing. I just laid around and relaxed. Just being lazy, really. I mean, a lot of things that I was supposed to do, I didn't do. So I was laying in bed watching videos, watching movies, watching TikToks, watching YouTube. That's all I was doing. Just getting ready, mentally getting ready for the week because I have a lot of stuff that I need to do. So I go back to work tomorrow. I'm still trying to find me a second job, even though I don't want a second job, but I need to work a second job. And a lot of people tell me, oh, you should do DoorDash. I don't want to do anything that I have to drive my car because throughout the week I do a lot of driving. So I don't want to do anything where I have to have another person in my car. I don't want to do that. So I'll figure out. I want to go like a second job. I just want to go to that location and do what needs to be done. So just want to go to the location and work and clock out. I don't want to use my car because my car already gets a lot of wear and tear on it anyway because I travel kind of far to get to work every day. So I don't really want to do that again. We don't want to go there. So if you guys are new here, let me know that you are new, honey. And I know it looks like, oh, she's not reading the comments. Like I can't read the comments when, in the position that I'm in, I can't read the comments. So whenever I'm able to stop and go again, then I'll be able to look at certain things. But right now, I just can't really do it. But it was freezing. I'm sick of winter. I'm really over it. I'm over this weather. I'm ready for spring. That's why I say I'm ready for spring, because when summer comes, it's going to be too freaking hot. So I'm ready for spring. Good morning. How is everyone doing? I see 11 people here watching. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Okay. I need me a new phone super bad. I need me a new phone, y'all. Y'all know these Apple phones be over $1,000 a piece, honey. This phone, I'm not even able to like download apps on it no more. I don't know what happened to this phone, but this is a phone that I got through insurance because my first phone got damaged. So this is like a refurbished phone, I'm sure. So I think all the stuff that they sell is like refurbished stuff. I don't think anything is ever like brand new. They just clean them up and make them look brand new. They just clean them up really well, honey. But I don't believe that anything is brand new. Any kind of like computers or anything. None of that stuff is brand new. Everything's refurbished. Everything is refurbished garbage. But I had insurance on it, so this is an insurance phone. But I need a new phone. I do. I'm not really into all the glitz and glam. I can get a new phone that's a few years old. I really don't care. I don't have to be like, oh, I need to get the newest phone that's out. Like, I don't care. I don't have to keep up with the Joneses, honey. The Joneses needs to keep up with me, my dear. But yeah, it's cold out here. I didn't do any yoga this morning, but I did get on the floor and stretch, so that was enough. Stretching was just, and I stretched last night. When I don't stretch constantly, my body just gets tense and my body just locks up fast. And I'm only 45 years old, but my body locks up quick. If I don't stretch every day, I am going to be tight in the arms, the shoulders, my neck. Everything is going to be tight. That's why yoga is good. It's good to stretch your body every day. It's good to touch your toes. It's good to I'm working on like opening up my hips so I can learn how to do a split. And it's releasing tension out of my body. It's taking like negative everything out of my body. So that's why I do it every day. And even when I was at the gym, I stretched too. So but yeah, this is how cold it was last night. This was water and now it's frozen solid. So outside it's like a refrigerator. It's like a freezer really. That's why I say nobody can survive this weather. It's too cold. You're gonna pass away out here if you don't have shelter. So, and that's the scary thing. I've been watching a lot of I don't know if y'all watched the guy on YouTube. His name is his channel called is Soft White Underbelly. Y'all, I've been watching a lot of his stories, and people really go through a lot in life, and I'm glad that I didn't really have to deal with a lot of stuff that people dealt with in life growing up with their parents. I did deal with abuse. I dealt with physical abuse. But a lot of these stories on Soft White Underbelly that people talk about is just, it's on a whole nother level of sad. Just super sad. The stuff that people had to deal with and endure in their lives. And they had no protection. Like they didn't have their family, they didn't have their mother or their father. People just came into these people's lives and abused them sexually, abused them physically, abused these children. Soft White Underbelly, I'm telling you, if y'all want to hear some real stories of real people that went through a lot of stuff, go watch the Soft White Underbelly, honey, because it's sad. It's really, really, really sad and heartbreaking. But I like listening to people's stories of their lives and things that they go through because he really goes out and finds people, brings them to his studio, and he talks about their life, like drugs, alcohol, prostitution, pimps, like just everything. And I'm interested in that. Like, I like to hear other people's stories, bad or good. I just want to see, like, I like to hear other people's stories or testimonies. And then he had a playlist of a lot of people that he interviewed that passed away. So he keeps up on these people, right? It's a lot of people that I wish that he would go and find them and see an update and see where they're at in life now. But people have been through some stuff. I don't downgrade none of the stuff I've been through, but I'm thanking God. Like, I've never been through a lot of the stuff these children went through in these households and trusting people. It's sad these kids couldn't even trust their own parents. They can't trust their father. They can't trust their mother. Like, it's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking on a whole nother level. But his channel's name is Soft White Underbelly. Y'all go check him out. Very informative channel about just people's lives, drugs, alcohol, pimps, whores, tricks. Like he talks about all types of things that happen in the streets. But the only thing about him is I don't like the fact that he gets a GoFundMe and he only funds like certain people. Like if people are sending you donations to go fund people and go out in the communities to help someone, you should really help everybody, the people that you feel led to help. So there was this one in particular guy that went through a lot of stuff. Oh God, this man was telling us that he grew up in a household. His mother was a drug addict, and his father molested all of the boys in the house. And I'm just like, what? I was just taken aback. And everybody in the comments was saying, this is who you should be helping. This is who your GoFundMe donations should help people like him. And I agree. But can you imagine growing up in a household where you have your mom and your dad? Your mom's on drugs, so she's just totally on she's in a whole nother world, right? But your father is taking advantage of the boys that he had in his household. He said, my father took advantage of all the boys in the household. Like he was raping all his sons. How freaking sick is that? I can't even think about it. Like I was just sitting there listening to his story, like, and the man was so sad. He said he's never had a relationship with a woman. He's never been in a relationship. Like, these people are broken, man, and it's so sad to see. It's so sad. Like, I was like, oh my God. So everybody in the comments is like, soft white underbelly, this is the type of person that you should be helping with your GoFundMe's, not helping this other transgender person that's on your channel that you get a lot of views for. But you help her financially, but you won't help this man. This man needs help. But it's just sad, man. He needs help. He needs therapy. He probably needs housing. I'm just saying, if you're getting GoFundMe's, you should be funding people that actually really need the help, not drug addicts that can't stay off drugs. If people can't stop using drugs, recommend that they go to rehab and be done with it. But I told somebody in the comment section, I said, no. I said, he's going to help that person because he gets views for that person. So, yeah, he's going to help that person. He's not going to stop helping her. He gets views. He gets the mass amount of views for that individual person. So I was like, well, that's not too fair. You know. So who am I, though? Who am I? I'm just a nobody. I'm going to try somewhere to park because I have an appointment early. And I just got to find somewhere to park and get out the way. But, yeah, it was just crazy. Very, very insane, darling. The Soft White Underbelly, yes, I definitely recommend his channel to people who want to know about, like, street stuff that happens out in the streets, honey. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, did I take 2 days off? So today's Monday. So I took Sunday off. And I think I did a live stream on Friday. Did I? Did I live stream on Friday? I don't even remember. I really don't even remember if I live streamed or not. But hopefully I did. But like I said, I'm going to be taking time off. I don't really feel a need for me to be up here live streaming every day like I used to be. I just don't see, I don't see a reason for all that. Because sometimes I just don't be having nothing to say. And it's so weird when I say, oh, I don't have nothing to say. When I say I don't have anything to say, that's when I have the most to say. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I don't got nothing to say. But then I have so much to say. So it's so freaking weird to me. Like, it's so weird to me. I mean, the ice is melting for sure. The ice is definitely melting. I'm trying to find somewhere to park because I'm actually really early for my appointment. So I have to find somewhere to, park out of the way. Find somewhere to get out of the way. The sun feels so good on my skin. I can't wait to springtime and I'm actually able to sit outside in a nice little chair and just sit back and take in those sun rays, honey, because I know I need the vitamin D. So I definitely for sure need that vitamin D on my skin. And vitamin D is very important. And that's probably when I'm lacking vitamin D. But, I could sit out in the sun, but it's too cold. It's too cold to just sit out in the sun. So, but how was your weekend? And happy Monday to everybody. How y'all doing today? You guys just are new and you just finding my channel. I used to be called Homeless Single Woman. And now I live in transitional housing. And some people are like, what is that? What's transitional housing? Well, somebody rents out a house to people like me that need the housing, and they rent out the house to people like me. And they rent out the rooms. And that's where I'm at with it. I found a place to park. I found me a place to back my car, and I just need somewhere to go because it's too early for me to go into my appointment. So I might as well park the car and sit back and chill, right? In some warehouse, some type of warehouse. It looks like an abandoned warehouse. But yeah, so yeah, that's my story. But good morning. How y'all doing today? I just got my hair back in like this. I just twisted it this morning, got twists in it. Nothing really going on with me. I see 11 people. I got 13 people watching me, but I see I got 11 thumbs up. And sometimes when y'all do social media and y'all do like YouTube or TikTok or something like that, one thing I always tell y'all, like, don't get mad when people are not in the stream with you. Don't get upset because it's going to happen. It happens on TikTok. Some people just don't talk, and that's okay. But don't get offended, right? Don't let that stop you from going live. Don't let that stop you from putting out your content, because sometimes you're going to be in a live stream with people that just don't talk. And sometimes in situations like that, sometimes it's people that know you. Sometimes it could be your family members, or they just don't want to talk. Maybe they're shy. Good morning, Rhonda. How you doing, sis? Hi, Kevin. And sometimes I don't even know how to say people's names, but good morning, Dr. J. Oh my God, it's a lot of people. I didn't even scroll up. I'm sorry, y'all. I am sorry. I did not scroll up. Let me put my glasses on, honey, because y'all know I'm an old lady. Let me put my glasses on, because y'all know I'm an old head. 12 thumbs up. What now? Thank you. Good morning. First time here. I used to be homeless, and I like to help others the best I can. I live in transitional housing also. Oh, okay. Nice. I'm in transitional housing. I've been in transitional housing now for it's been a month now. And time is going by so freaking fast. I'm like, I just felt like I just moved in last week. I felt like I just moved in last week. But yeah. Stoner, good morning, Miss Thomas. Rhonda's here. JJ, how you doing? Yeah, I love soft white underbelly. Yeah, it's sad, but I don't like seeing or hearing sad things. A woman, right? I'll cry. I'll have some tears in my eyes because of something someone else went through. So I'm very caring of humans. Like when people go through hard times and stuff, it emotionally affects me. But I like to hear other people's stories of what they went through, because now I'm like, compared to my life when I was growing up, and I'm not downplaying, my mom was physically abusive to us. So, and I believe in, butt whoopings, because some kids need butt whoopings, but a butt whooping versus abuse is different. Like a butt whooping versus physical abuse is totally different. Like we used to get beat by everything. Anything my mom could find, we would get beat with. So to me, that's abuse. I believe in whipping a child just to, let them know, hey, you can't do this. No, don't do. But abusing a child is two different things. So in my head, I was abused by my mother. Yeah, Soft White Underbelly. It could be really sad. It depends on what you're listening to. What is the name? His name is Soft White Underbelly. It's the channel. Yeah, and very entertaining. Not even very entertaining. It's like if you want to know about what happens in the streets, there's prostitution, the drugs, the alcohol, the tricks, the prostitutes. He talks to all of them. He talks to trannies, everything. He talks about it all on his channel. He has a segment where he has registered sex offenders. He just talks about everything in life that people don't want to talk about. Any topics that people don't want to speak about, or they want to push it under the rug. That's what's being presented on social media today, and I love it, because these are the type of things that need to be talked about that people shy away from. They're embarrassed. They don't want to talk about it. And he goes out into the community. He's in LA. He's based in California somewhere in LA. I guess he's not far from, like, what is it called? The avenue in LA that everybody gets high, drunk. What is it called? I forget. But he's in California, and he's in the hood. He got a studio somewhere in the hood, and he just gets people off the streets and brings them to a studio. I think he gives them some kind of money. Like, I think he gives them a couple dollars. I don't know how much, but he goes into the hood and talks to him, pulls in the pimps, the alcoholics, the tricks, the prostitutes, the pimps. He talks to everybody, and that type of stuff I love. I love real stuff. I like real life situations and listening to people, not their pain so much, but just everybody's story of what they went through. Because I'd be like, damn, I'm so glad that didn't happen to me. Like, where would my life be right now if some of these things happened to me that happened to a lot of these people? It's heartbreaking. Yeah, Mark gives an amazing perspective on life, and some of haven't experienced. Yep. So sad I can't. Yeah, I listen to it. I love listening to other people's stories. And if it's too much for me, I'll just not watch it. I'll just go to the next video. Something is too much for me to hear or handle, I go to the next video. Because I'm very open. Because look at me with my life. Like, my life compared to what some of these people went through is nothing. But I'm very vocal in talking about some things that I went through as well. Even though some things I don't bring on social media to talk about, but I be just grateful. I be just grateful. Dr. J, how you doing, sis? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I didn't do nothing. I just laid around all day yesterday. I laid around. Good morning. How you doing, Betty? 12 thumbs up now. I got 16 thumbs up now. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, so yeah, I just like life. I love these channels that come out or TikTok all over the place. Instagram, when people just talk about their real life. Like, I'm going through this, and they build these platforms, and you just don't know the reach that the friends that people can make online. Like, social media is amazing, even though there's a lot of bad to it. But I don't look at the bad. I just look at the story that's being told, because we all have a story, and I definitely have a story, and I tell my story. But Soft White Underbelly is, and not only him, it's a whole bunch of other channels that's doing the same thing. But I really like watching him, because even Mark was telling some of his own story. I think he was dating some woman, and the woman that he was dating, she ended up passing away from an overdose. So I'm like, what the heck? So I don't know. He fell in love with some chick, and she ended up having an overdose. So he was talking about his story and telling his pain. I'm open with my story. Share, because I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to share everything, but I'm open to share my story. I'm open to share my life, but of course, I don't tell it all. I'm just not that person to be telling it all, because it's really none of nobody's business. Certain things in my life, I share it when it's time, or I share it when I'm ready to share it, and that's how I live my life. But yeah. How was the house over the weekend? So now I'm in the house, and I'm starting to see the girls for who they are. I've been there for a month now, and I'm starting to see people for who they are. I'm staying out of the mess, but it's getting messy, because now girls are seeing girls doing stuff, and I'm trying to stay out of it. And I'm not even in the house all day. And okay, so one of the girls in the house, she doesn't work. Okay, so two of the girls in the house, the ones that are kind of like, I guess they're kind of in charge of a lot of this stuff. Um, One of the other newer girls that came in after me, she's having this problem with stuff. So she's having issues with some of the girls that's been there before us. The two girls that's in the house has been there for like a year. Y'all know how it is when you're in a situation like when you go to a new job, and the person that's been working there for years feel like that they got a one up on everybody else. Like, I'm the queen up in here. You just a newbie. You know what I'm saying? So we have that mentality in the house. And one of the new girls that came in after me, she's not having it. Which I understand some of the things that she was saying, because she was gossiping, and I was listening to her. She was like, well, the girls that's been here for a long time, it's the dawning of a new day. They need to start following rules. And, I see it. I see what she's talking about. I'm gonna see. We got a meeting tonight at 5 or at 6. So I'm going to attend the meeting and see what everybody's going to bring to the table. Me personally, I don't really have anything to say. I see a lot of things with my eyes. Like, if they ask me something, I'm gonna answer it in honesty. Like, how do you feel about this? I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna say how I feel about certain things in the house, but I'm not on nobody's side in particularly. I'm just not. But I've been there for a month, and I'm starting to see people for who they are. And some people are not so great of a person. So I'm seeing a lot of things, but I'm seeing a lot of the negative stuff coming from the women that's been there for a long time, because they feel like they've been around for a while, and they feel like they got, seniority. Oh, everything froze, even my coffee cup. So yeah, it's a lot of cattiness stuff that's about to start happening. Even though I'm not on anyone's side, I'm very neutral in the party. But the things that I see, I definitely will speak on the things that I see that I don't think is right. So, and the two girls this morning, when I left, they were in the kitchen talking. They gossip and talk trash. And I was like, listen, girls, I'm here for housing. I'm not here for the catty stuff. And I understand it's a program. Like, the house is ran. We have to all get along. We have things that we're all responsible for. And now it's starting to get a little catty. And I was like, well, I don't got time for the caddy, because I deal with the caddy crap at work every damn day. And I don't be wanting to deal with that. So I just try to stay neutral and mind my own freaking business. You know what I mean? but the claws are out. The girls are fighting. The new girl, she's like, she's going up against the girls that's been there for a year or so. So it's starting to get a little messy. But that's okay. Like I said, I feel the way I feel, and everybody should be following the rules. Everybody should be following the rules of the house. The rules shouldn't just apply to certain people. You know, if there's rules when you came in, they're the same rules that you should be following. The same rules that you're watching someone else do or whatever, you should be following those same type of criteria. Because we all supposed to be following rules to live there. And I completely understand. But I don't want to live in a house where I'm uncomfortable in. You know, I don't want to live in a it's just like a job. Nobody wants to work at a job where they go every day and they feel uncomfortable. But sometimes when it's a job, sometimes you can't, there's nothing you can do about it, you know. But yeah, the claws are coming out with the girls. One girl in particularly, she's upset. And we have a meeting tonight and I think it should be talked about. Whatever's happening inside the house that's not right, it should be talked about. But y'all know women and men can be catty too. Women can be very like petty and I'm not saying her what she's talking about, what she wants to bring to the table. I'm not saying that it's petty, but we all have to live together and we all have to get along and we all have to follow the rules of the house. So for whoever is not following the rules of the house, they don't need to be in that house. That's what I say. So we all supposed to get along and we're all supposed to do our part. And if someone's not doing their part, it needs to be addressed. I agree with that. Because there's a girl in the house that I guess she's on welfare or something. She's on some kind of program and she doesn't work. So the girl was like, why do we have to get up and go to work? And it's not even why do we have to get up and go to work every day. Everybody in the house does something. So the girl that's not doing anything, she just looks like she just be sitting on the couch all day with her son chilling. While everybody else is going to work, she's sitting around chilling, not doing a damn thing. So she should be doing something. You shouldn't be allowed to just sit. You shouldn't be allowed to just sit in the house and shoot the breeze all day. I don't care what your situation is. You should be going out there doing something. Because if you're collecting welfare benefits or whatever, some other source is paying your bills for you to be there, you should be doing something. That's all I'm saying. You should be doing something every day. Just like everybody else is leaving the house every day, going to work or going to volunteer, or they're just doing something. Like you have to do something in life where you're putting in. Like you can't just think you're gonna sit around and watch everybody else leave the house every day and you just sitting around talking about have a good day. I'm like, well, what are you doing today? We're all responsible for something. So that's all I'm saying. So I agree with the new girl. She shouldn't be allowed to sit on her butt all day. And she's very like, and this girl that sits on her butt all day, she's always running her mouth talking about somebody else. Talking about somebody else and whatever somebody else is not doing. But I just be like, okay, well, what about you? Because from what we see, you just sitting around. You should be out the door just like the rest of us. So, and I don't cater to her. It's another chick in the house that I think she's like intimidating or whatever. She's aggressive. She has that aggressive bully type aura, which don't mean nothing to me because I could care less. But she has this bully type aura to her, and I think some of the girls in the house are afraid of her. But she's kind of like, I ain't afraid of her, but she's aggressive, and I think a lot of the girls are a little standoffish due to her, the way her behavior is and her personality. They're probably afraid of her. But since I ain't scared, me not afraid, but I don't say nothing. Like I said, I be out the door every day. I'm doing something. So whatever somebody's not doing, I mean, I don't know. They don't really have too much to do with me, honey. I'm trying to see. Oh, this is a. I was trying to find the back of my earrings, and this don't even look like it's silver. That looks like a fake back. But yeah, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? If y'all are hearing me, let me know that you hear me. If you are new here, let me know what state you are watching me from. And also let me know how you found my channel. Let me know how you found me, honey. I'm interested in that. I'm interested in how you found a sister. But it's the dawning of a new day. So this new girl, she gonna be ironing these people out, and they need to be ironed out. Like she said, they really need to follow some rules of the house. If you're not following the rules, baby, but the white girl, the white chick was like, if you ain't following the rules, then y'all need to start following the rules. And I agree with what she's saying. I said, you know what? You are so right. If they're not following the rules of the house, somebody needs to check them. They need to be checked. And they're right. She do need to be checked. I always be getting these little hangnails, and I hate them. They just annoy me. Because when I get a hangnail, I'm gonna always pick on that hangnail until it's off of my hand. I don't like hangnails, y'all. I don't think anybody likes hangnails, but and I hate when my nail polish start chipping. I really don't like that either. But yeah, if you guys are new here, let me know. This is an active channel. I'm on here pretty much at least 5 days out of the week. Sometimes I'm on here 7. I do talk. And I would like if you guys would talk back and say hi. And if you're new here, if you have any questions, some questions I do answer, and some questions, if I don't feel like answering it, I just won't answer because it may be, private. Certain things I'm not going to talk about because I don't have to, right? I don't have to talk about every little smidgen detail in my life. But I think on Friday was the time that I had like a rant talking about my family and the loss that I feel about our relationship just not being the way I want it to be. So I did go off on a rant on Friday, and I can't help myself. Sometimes I just go off, and I wasn't going off in like a disrespectful way. I was just letting y'all know, like, the things that you can go through when you lose a lot of things in your life, and sometimes you might not have family to depend on or family to, you know, family to help you. And that was my situation. I didn't have the support from my family after going through a great loss in my life, and it was not even the support of finances. I just at the time needed a place to live, like a place to stay. I needed a roof over my head. When you have a loving, kind family behind your back, it makes your journey a lot easier. And that's for me. It makes my journey a lot easier in my loss and everything that I've been through. But my family was not supportive of me. They didn't want to help me at all, and it wasn't even like a financial help. It was more like I just need a stable environment to sleep at night and to lay my head. When you have a family covering, and I'm not even saying your family has to support you financially because I didn't need financial support because I had a job, right? I had a job. I was going to bring stuff to the household, but when you have a big family and nobody comes and helps you out, that sucks. And that's what I went through with my family. You showed up on my YouTube feed. Okay. You're from Central New York. Okay, okay. Hello, hello. I'm in New Jersey. I used to not talk about like my location, but now I really don't care. I'm in New Jersey, y'all. So I'm about from New York City. I guess I can get to New York in maybe like 3.5, 4 hours, I guess, depending on how you drive. But the way I drive is probably gonna be 4 hours. But like I said, I don't drive in cities, so I'm close to New York. I'm close to Philadelphia, so I think I get a lot of that traffic from people from New York and people from like Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, whatever. But I used to not say my location, but I don't care no more. It don't matter no more. I'm out of the shelter, so um, yeah, I'm out the shelter. But I used to not talk about my location because people were crazy. They was like, I'm gonna find it where you're at, and I'm gonna tell the shelter that you're talking about your experience. And I was just like, you gonna tell the shelter what they supposed to do? Kick me out? Like people are freaking crazy. They were trying to find like where my job was and just everything. I went through all of that stuff on social media because people be trying to stop you from like doing your thing. Like they don't want you to like prosper, and most people want to see you fail. So that's why certain things I don't even talk about, certain things I don't speak about until I've gotten over that situation. Like I'm not in a shelter anymore, so I'm not concerned about like my location. I don't care about, hey, what state I'm in. I used to care because I used to be like, I don't want nobody trying to target me. Because you can a simple Google search, so you can find a lot of things about a person, but um you just learn on this platform of social media to try to keep as much private as you can. And some people are not really private. Some people don't mind sharing their details of their life. Some people don't mind, wherever they live. They don't care. But you got to be careful today. I'm not a paranoid person, but I'm a woman and I'm on my own. So there has to be a certain amount of protection that I have to have for myself. I don't trust nobody. So I don't trust nobody, especially someone on social media that I can't see face to face. I don't trust nobody. And I know that's not really a great way to live your life, just not trusting. I don't even trust my own family because a lot of things that they've done to me. But I know it's not good not to trust, but I don't know. Maybe that's something I'm working on, but I don't trust people. I don't trust not a damn soul. They smile in your face, and child, as soon as you walk out the door, they got something to say. And it is what it is. I understand a person that don't trust. It's hard for you to trust because people will throw you under the bus so fast and not care. My family is not conducive to my recovery either. Yeah, it's a shame. It's sad. It sucks. But I still talk about it because this is a form of therapy for me. I still speak about it because this is how I heal myself, like talking about it. And some people come here and say, well, you need to get over that and you need to this, you need to that. No, I don't need to do anything. I need to continue to talk about my pain. That's what I need to do. So that's all I need to do is continue to speak about it. People don't want to hear you. My sisters, one of my sisters in particularly, she did a lot of grimy stuff to me, and it was sent to me in an email. And I seen the things that she wrote about me, and it hurt my soul. One day, I'm going to be able to tell my entire story and the things that I lost and situations with my own family and how that happened and what's going on with that. It's just a lot, but it's just people in life who think that they've it's people in life in my family that are successful in their careers, successful in their home life. Like everybody's home life don't look the same. Everybody's home life don't look the same. Everything is not always, it looks good on the outside. You look at that house over there and it like, oh, they got the pretty picket fence. They have their family, they have the wife and the husband, and then they got the kids, and everything looks good. But what's on the inside? A lot of those people that we see from the outside, everything looks good behind that picket fence, but sometimes things are not good. Sometimes people that consider themselves to be Christians that go to church every Sunday, they're the biggest liars and lunatics in society. A lot of Christian people that go to church, and I go to prayer on Wednesday, I go to Bible study. So I have a sister like that looks at my life like she's better than me. And that hurts because you're my sister. You shouldn't judge me. You should do what you can do, especially if you consider yourself a Christian. You should give me a hand. You should try to give me a hand. You should try. You should try. Not bash me, send emails to people talking about me, calling me a criminal and doing all these things, and you're supposed to be my sister. Yeah, I'm offended by that. So I'm telling my other sister about what happened, and my other sister sided with her. My other sister sided with my sister that was calling me a criminal in emails, and I found these emails. The emails were sent to me in by a mistake, and I'm not supposed to feel no type of way when my own sisters that I was raised with talk about me like I'm nobody because they think that I'm a loser. They think that I'm a loser in society. I've always been the black sheep of my family anyway, so I've been dealing with that all my life. It's no big thing, but it still does hurt. Nobody steps up for me and my family. Things that happen, they sit around and talk about me around the kitchen table, and nobody steps up and calls me and say, hey sis, how are you? No phone calls come in, but you see them watching me on social media. They watching my Facebook and won't pick up the phone and see how you doing. That's phony and that's fake, and I don't like that. And I'm going to continue to speak about it because there's a lot of people that's dealing with that type of hurt and stuff from their family. I say I don't have a family. The only family I have is what I created, what came out of my stomach. So I'm fighting to get my situation back in order so I can get my family back. And the rest of it, peace. Because I'm doing really well compared to where I came from 2 years ago. I'm doing amazing compared to where I was. Compared to where I was, my family, they don't like me. And I don't like them. That's how I feel. I don't like you either. So, but if y'all think that y'all on y'all high horse and you got something going on better than what I got going on, sis, I'm okay with it. I'm definitely okay with it. But one thing I do is, baby, I fights back. And I'm not talking about fight back physically, but I don't sit down and let nobody push me around. You know what I mean? We're not having that, baby. We're not having that. I don't sit around and let somebody kick me around. sorry. That's not gonna happen. We're not gonna sit there and let nobody beat us up. Not gonna happen. Not in my world. I believe in respecting people. And I'm not perfect, right? I ain't perfect, honey. But one thing I'm not gonna do is sit around and I love my family. I still love them, even though all the stuff that they did to me. But I know now, in the stage in my life right now, I have to let them go. That's the only way that I would heal from the pain that I've been enduring all these years. Because I used to never come for Thanksgiving dinner. Like they used to always say, "Oh, she don't come anyway." It's the reason why somebody don't come. If y'all are y'all so dumb to think that, oh, why somebody don't come around? Do y'all ever stop to think of asking why? Instead of trying to act like y'all better than me, do y'all ever think about why someone doesn't come around? Do y'all ever like use your brains? All you educated people that went to college. Do y'all ever think in your head, oh, why doesn't she come around? Let me see. You know what I mean? Do y'all ever think that way? Like a person just steps out of their self and say, there has to be a reason why people do the things that they do. Instead of judging them and talking about them, sit back, get outside of yourself, step outside of yourself and ask why that family member doesn't come around. Because trust me, it's always going to be a reason. People just don't stop messing with their family for no reason, honey. And for y'all to sit here and try to blame me for being this outsider, oh, you don't even try. It's the reason why I don't try, because there's nothing to try for. It's like a broken relationship. It's nothing to try. It's nothing to fight for. It's nothing to keep. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing here. One of my sisters didn't even go to my own deceased father's funeral. She thought it was okay not to go to her own dad's funeral. They don't say nothing to her about that. I said something to her. I said, how dare you not go to our own father's funeral? She was out of the country with her husband. She didn't even go to her own dad's funeral. No one said nothing to her about that. See, somebody like me, I'm going to check you in that because that's not right. I'm going to say something because that's who I am. I'm going to speak. Speak boldly, honey. You got to speak boldly, especially to your family. You have to let them know, like, you're not going to treat me this way. I'm not going to sit around and let people just push me around, treat me like garbage, and I'm supposed to take the abuse because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because guess what? I don't deserve to be treated that way. I'm not perfect, but I know that I'm perfect for loving my family, loving people that, I know I love my family. I love my family that I created, and I love my sisters and them too. But if y'all not loving me back properly, screw you. I don't need you in my life. I'm just saying. I treat people how people treat me, darling. I treat them jokers how them jokers treat me. You treat me like I'm nobody, like I'm just a bum on the street. Y'all think y'all better. One of my sisters tried to tell me, "Oh, I worked hard for what I have." I said, "Okay, ain't nobody trying to take nothing from you from what you have or whatever. No one's taking anything from you. But if I'm your sister, I would never. If someone in my family came knocking on my door saying, "Hey, I don't have anywhere to go tonight. Uh, I need support, sis," knocking on my door in the middle of the winter. I would never turn my back on anybody one of my siblings that said that they're freezing outside. Oh, thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. I would never turn my back on my family. They knocking on my door and I'm somewhere sitting in a big old house. And I know my sister or my brother is out in the middle of the winter, cold. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out together, darling. Because I'm not trying to see none of my siblings or anybody out here cold and suffering. I'm not doing that because that's not who I am. So that's why it hurts me for me not seeing the support come from my family. It's hurtful to me. And I'm gonna continue to talk about it. That hurts a lot. I'm trying to find my sunglasses. I can't find them. Hopefully they ain't here. My shades. I don't know where my glasses are. I lost my shades, y'all. Because y'all know I like to wear me a sunglass on my face so people can stay out my face. But I don't know where my glasses are. Oh my. I must have left them at the house. But yeah, so that's what I do with my family. I appreciate the donation. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, that's what I talk about, my experience, and I'm going to continue to always talk about my experience because I'm the one experiencing the situation. So it's okay to talk about it. It's like when you go to your therapist and you talk about, oh, you talk about whatever you talk about. I've talked to therapists before, but I still can talk about it on social media or on any platform that I'm a part of. I can do it because it's therapy. This heals my spirit. This heals me from the pain that I've endured. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being on your healing journey because I'm on it. I'm on my healing journey all my life. I've been healing all my life from being the adopted child. We were adopted, all of us were, but I still consider all them to be my siblings, my sisters, my brothers. And two of the siblings was my sister and my blood brother. Like when my parents adopted us, we were all together. So they kept some of us together and some of us got separated. So I went through that, being the outside person. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that with family, just being the outsider. How people treat kids that were in foster care and DIFAs. They treat us like we're aliens or something. You know what I'm saying? We get treated so bad. They abused a lot of kids that grew up in foster care and DIFAS, and as if like we as kids are the ones that my mother made the choice, whatever lifestyle she was living. DIFAS took us away because whatever happened with my mother. But when you grow up in the foster care system, people treat you like you the one left your own mother. They treat DIFAS kids so bad, like they treat us like we're aliens or something. Like something's, like we're the problem. When when it's a DIFAS situation, the problem is the adult. But they'll treat DIFAS kids and foster kids like they didn't did something wrong. Like, oh no, y'all the problem. Even though we're children and didn't know, like we as a kid, a child, some things you just don't know until you grow up. And I was like, wow, even my adopted mother and father, the way that they treated their own blood better than they treated us. And I seen that growing up, but there was nothing that we could do because we're children, we're kids. What we gonna say? You know what I'm saying? What we gonna say? Nothing. We just have to go by the rules of the house, and that's that. But I went through all of that. The abuse, the neglect, the this, the that. I went through all of that. But look at me now. I would never treat a child that way. Never treat a child like they don't matter. But that's how it was us growing up. And I say us, I really say me. Because of my other family, if they don't want to talk about their stuff, well, keep it inside. But I know I'm going to heal from it. I'm going to heal from my pain and the hardships that I went through. I'm healing. I'm not going to allow anybody. But I'm going to speak about what happened. And if people think, oh, you shouldn't be speaking about that. Yeah, I'm going to speak about it. I'm going to speak about what I went through. I'm going to speak about my hurt and my pain. I'm never going to stop talking. I'm going to talk until my end of days. Because certain children don't deserve certain things happen to them in life. Kids don't deserve it. It's not a child's fault. But the world looks differently at kids that go through DIFAS system. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is at this point. Nothing I can really do, but I'm for damn sure I'm not gonna stop talking about it, baby. I'm gonna always speak on it, baby, because it needs to be spoken. The kids need somebody to stand up for them. And my family, and I'm gonna tell y'all a lot of things that happen over time. I'm gonna let y'all know about stuff, but right now it's not really the so I have to bring things in pieces and segments. And sometimes I'll be like, maybe I'll write a book, or maybe I'll do this, or maybe I'll do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but just know I'm gonna do something soon. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to find my glasses. I can't find them. My shades, honey. Where are you? I hate walking into a place where everybody is like staring in my face. I don't like that. I like to be a little mysterious. I like to be a little mysterious. I can't find my glasses. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I hope you guys all have a good day. I may be back later to do another stream later on, but I gotta go get some stuff out of the way, get some business taken care of, and go do my life how I need to do my life. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the donations. I thank you so much. And I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good day, okay? I'll be back later on. I'll talk to you later. Bye.